So we are lucky enough in Prosper ICU, we do have 2 paraprofessionals per each blended pre-K classroom.
The aides are critical because I think the teacher's overseeing the whole classroom, the aides are really looking after him. And I think there's one other kid in his particular class, so they really have kind of their own aide in this situation. There's a lot of one-on-one to say, hey, we're gonna do this, this is how we do things.
Students view them as their teacher. So we always tell them we have 3 teachers. We are a class family. So if Mrs. Mamba and Miss Anderson tell you to do something, you're gonna do it just like I would have asked you to do it.
I make sure that I get all the materials that she needs, and then I make sure that when she's teaching, we have like students that maybe as she's teaching in a group, there might be one student who is missing out. So we are able to pull out that student and be able to explain and teach them separately so they can all be in the same page. And then also to make sure that they are safe inside the classroom and outside the classroom.
Mrs. Mamba is great in the classroom, knowing her role in that I am kind of the director of the ship, where I'm telling the big idea, this is what the students are doing in the classroom today, and she's able to go in and make those connections with the students who need a little bit more help, the students who need a little bit more prompting, the students who need a little bit more visual support and instruction. Mrs. Mamba is great at stepping in, sitting with that student, knowing exactly what they need, using vocabulary, repeated instruction.
Throughout the day, they're the ones that guide them and give them comfort when things aren't going the way that they feel like they should.
They work with sitting with the students while we're working with them in large group, while we're working with them in small group. They work with the students. Some of the aides work with the students on some of their IEP goals for some of the kiddos that have IEP goals in the classroom. They work on the schedule with the students. So some of our students have visual picture schedules, and some of our aides work with them on being able to help them determine what comes next in their schedule, along with our class schedule that we use throughout the day.
They're the ones that sit along next to them on the mat during circle time to make sure that they're included in the discussion and able to answer the question of the day and help guide them on what they should be doing throughout the day with the rest of the classroom to get them as included as they can be for whatever project they're doing throughout the day.
So as I'm at the front of the room giving a whole group lesson, she's working with 1 or 2 students holding books. She's showing visuals, and she's really giving them that one-on-one attention at the rate of acquisition that they're able to process at that time.
He's an extremely good kid. He just kind of marches to his own drum and doesn't always follow what the group does. And so the aides really kept him on task, and they, when he does have issues, they kind of love on him and make sure that, they know he has support.
It's interesting to see them, the 2 beautiful students come together, and we learn every day from them as well. And like at the beginning when they come, and towards the end, and you see them coming out of their shell and being independent.